Hello, everyone! Today, I'd love to share an incredible story with you. In the quiet town of Oakhaven, nestled beside a whispering forest, lived Elara, a young woman with eyes that held the color of twilight. Elara possessed an unusual gift. She could hear the stories of objects, not just any object, but those that had witnessed significant moments in time. A worn, leather-bound book spoke of secret rendezvous in moonlit gardens. A chipped teacup whispered tales of laughter and tears shared over steaming brews, and an old key hummed with the memory of unlocking a hidden door to a forgotten world. One day, Elara stumbled upon a peculiar music box in the attic of her grandmother's house. It was intricately carved with scenes of swirling clouds and soaring birds, and when she opened it, instead of a melody, she heard a faint, almost lost voice. It spoke of a city in the sky, a place where dreams took flight and imagination ruled. The voice belonged to a girl named Elara, who lived in this ethereal city, but whose home was now fading from memory, slowly being forgotten by the world below. Elara was captivated. She spent days listening to the music box, piecing together Lara's story. She learned that the city in the sky, Elara, was powered by the collective dreams of humanity. But as people grew more practical and less whimsical, Elara began to lose its vibrancy, its buildings becoming translucent, its inhabitants losing their sparkle. Lara's voice grew weaker with each passing day. Determined to save Elara, Elara embarked on a quest. She traveled to libraries, searched through ancient texts, and listened to the stories of countless objects, hoping to find a way to reignite the world's imagination. She organized storytelling sessions in the town square, encouraging people to share their wildest dreams. She painted murals on the walls, depicting fantastical creatures and impossible landscapes. She even started a dream journal, filling its pages with her own vivid visions. Slowly, something began to shift. People started to dream again, not just of practical things, but of adventure, magic, and wonder. Children drew pictures of flying castles and talking animals. Adults shared stories of their childhood fantasies. The collective imagination of Oakhaven began to stir, and with it, the music box's voice grew stronger. One evening, as Elara stood in her grandmother's attic, the music box began to glow. A shimmering light filled the room, and for a fleeting moment, she saw Elara, a city of radiant spires and floating gardens, hanging in the twilight sky. Lara's voice was clear and joyful, thanking Elara for remembering. From that day on, Elara continued to listen to the stories of objects, but she also made sure to create new stories, stories of hope, wonder, and boundless imagination. She knew that as long as people kept dreaming, the city in the sky would never truly fade away. In the quaint town of Oakhaven, nestled amidst rolling hills and verdant meadows, resided a young woman named Elara, whose eyes shimmered with the hues of twilight. Elara possessed an extraordinary gift. She could hear the silent whispers of objects, their stories echoing through time. A weathered book, its pages worn and yellowed, recounted tales of clandestine meetings under the moon's soft glow. A delicate teacup, chipped and stained, murmured of shared laughter and bittersweet tears. And an antique key, its teeth worn smooth, hummed with the memory of unlocking doors to forgotten realms. One crisp autumn day, while exploring the dusty attic of her grandmother's house, Elara stumbled upon an enchanting music box. Its surface was adorned with intricate carvings of swirling clouds and majestic birds, their wings outstretched in eternal flight. As she gently opened the lid, instead of the expected tinkling melody, a fragile voice, barely a whisper, reached her ears. It spoke of a celestial city, a realm where dreams soared and imagination reigned supreme. The voice belonged to a girl named Elara, an inhabitant of this ethereal city, whose existence was slowly fading from the memories of those dwelling below. Elara was captivated by Lyra's tale. Day after day, she listened intently to the music box, piecing together the fragments of Lyra's story. She discovered that the celestial city, known as Aethelgard, thrived on the collective dreams and aspirations of humanity. However, as people became increasingly consumed by the mundane and the practical, Aethelgard's radiance began to dim. Its once vibrant structures grew translucent, its inhabitants losing their sparkle, and Lyra's voice grew fainter with each passing day. Determined to rescue Aethelgard from oblivion, Elara embarked on a quest. She delved into ancient texts, seeking clues and answers in the words of long-forgotten scholars and dreamers. She consulted wise elders, their faces etched with the wisdom of ages, hoping to glean insights from their experiences. She even ventured into the depths of the Whispering Woods, where gnarled trees and moss-covered stones whispered tales of forgotten magic. Elara's quest led her to organize gatherings in the heart of Oakhaven, where she encouraged people to share their most cherished dreams and aspirations. She transformed the town square into a canvas, painting vibrant murals depicting fantastical creatures and awe-inspiring landscapes. She penned her own dreams and visions in a journal, its pages filled with swirling colors and evocative imagery. Gradually, a transformation began to take hold. The townsfolk, inspired by Elara's passion and unwavering belief, started to rediscover the magic of dreams. Children's drawings were filled with whimsical creatures and enchanted castles, while adults shared stories of their childhood fantasies, their eyes sparkling with newfound wonder. The collective imagination of Oakhaven was reawakened, and as it soared, so too did the voice emanating from the music box. One starlit evening, as Elara sat in the attic, bathed in the moon's silvery glow, the music box began to emit a radiant luminescence. The air crackled with energy, and for a fleeting moment, Elara glimpsed Aethelgard in all its splendor, a breathtaking city of shimmering towers and verdant gardens suspended in the twilight sky. Lyra's voice, now clear and resonant, filled the room, expressing her heartfelt gratitude to Elara for remembering. From that day forward, Elara continued to listen to the stories whispered by objects, but she also dedicated herself to creating new stories, tales that would ignite the flames of imagination and keep the spirit of Aethelgard alive. She understood that as long as people dared to dream, the celestial city would forever remain a beacon of hope and wonder, a testament to the boundless power of human imagination.
If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. It truly helps spread the joy. Thank you for your support, and may kindness always find its way back to you.